Well, a very good evening, all members. Welcome to another Flight Deck to Sim live stream. A members only live stream, I should say. It's the 11th of July 2024, minutes past 8 in the evening. Coming in from Canada, we are in Toronto Pearson International Airport for the 8th ever members group flight. This time we are going to Chicago. I'm not too sure if many of our US friends were too happy about Chicago, but it was voted in the democratic election we held in Discord. Yeah, flight I think is about an hour and 15 minutes. I can see a few alpacas are on their way as well. I haven't actually practiced this sector. I've only just generated the flight plan this afternoon. I had a quick look at it before the stream, so you'll be probably seeing me struggle in Canada and the US for the first ever time. But weather's looking pretty inclement as well. Right now in Toronto, we've got gusting winds of 20 knots coming in from the northwest. It's raining quite hard, and there's even a chance of thunderstorms. And then Chicago's not looking too bad now. The wind's coming in from the west at around 10 knots or so. Just about recovered from the stream yesterday we did into Paro, and this is the members group flight. Because we had to wait a little bit extra longer, so it's been 5 weeks since the last one, but it's great to have so many people joining in for this sector. I think there's around 50 of us. Quite a few cancellations today, and you'll notice on the bottom there we've got everyone attending the group flight. Now that list was actually updated this morning. I just didn't have time today to update that, so it might not have your exact departure time. Some of you might have dropped out, but it's got most of the people who are taking part today anyway. And don't forget, after landing in Chicago, we'll be doing the members giveaway, where I'll give away not a $25 but a $50 X-Plane gift card to anyone that's taken part in the group flight today. It doesn't even matter if you dropped out as well. Everyone that was included in the original list will be randomised and have a chance to win. Let's have a look who we've got in this evening then. We've got Plain Old Ben's here, Sleepy Lab, Matt Owen. Yeah, Plain Old Ben, where are you this week? You can't see your slot being taken. Joe Drage, Will Bewley's here, Commander Jenna Hofen, Jorge 3452. Everyone saying welcome to Canada. Freckles even said rigged already. Fedley's here, but I'm not taking part. He says I'm late, my bad, and I hope I haven't missed much. Nice, easy day for you guys moderating the stream. You don't have to look out for too much trouble, I don't think. Marianne's actually taken the chance to have a break during streams as well. But yeah, this should be quite good fun. It should be too busy. We've got full ATC, I understand, as well now, which is great. Toronto got in contact with me quite late afternoon, and I think they even opened up the centre as well. The same with Chicago, so they're all online for our group flight today. Right, let's zoom on in here. We are in a transit setup state today, just to keep the ball rolling, so I'll grab my clearance in about 5 minutes. I've just got to finish loading up the FMC. This scenery is some freeware scenery. I was advised the payware one here is an absolute performance killer for Toronto, so I didn't grab it, but I think most of us have got the Dr. Zwiski Chicago Airport scenery here. We've got Alpaca 1307, taxiing to runway, I think that's 24 right, that's the one we're going to aim for as well. Alpaca 295, Alpaca 61 Mike, Alpaca 78 Zulu. Massive thanks to Jamlin, who's updated the CSL file for that sim. I've got the mixture here, so we've got some in the Alpaca Airways livery. Oh, actually, we've got an Airbus here. A tame Airbus. Oh my goodness me, the weather's just got a lot worse. My goodness, we're going to have to check our RVR for takeoff, boys and girls. Alpaca 61 Mike is here as well. 78 Zulu. Now this looks like very heavy rain. Look at the visibility that's dropped here. I hope 78 Zulu. I think that might even be Jamlin in the 757 there, but it looks like we're all taxiing to the whole point there. I've parked myself right in the mix here, and of course I've got this brand new Alpaca Airways Jamlin's edited livery by, is it Callum who made this? But yeah, thank you so much guys for making this US special edition ZIBO mod as well. Unfortunately, obviously the CSL package doesn't look too good. With this we don't have that option at the moment, but yeah, it looks really, really cool anyway to have that. My IPU's already running on the bus. We've just got to do a last few bits of pre-flight preparation. We're due off, or I'm personally due off in 12 minutes. My stop was at 20 past, or 7:20 Zulu, so only 12 minutes to go. The cello stapler, my finger at the moment, Joe Drage. Went from clear skies to YMC just like that. In fact, I think this is probably heavy rain. It'll be quite interesting to know if I put on, where is it? The ski rain effects. I wonder if they'll show up now, because I think they only work in heavy rain. It's been so long since I've pressed any of this stuff. Let's try it. Yeah, actually, if it's heavy rain, the ski effects work fine. It's only when it's not heavy that you have the problem. So I think I'll leave those on because it looks pretty cool. Frames are fine as well, 35 FPS. But yeah, what a dull old day it is here in Toronto, in Canada. Oh, Mariana, you're still here anyway. Oh, hi, Timmy Tibbs. Can you send Flight Deck to Sim a message on VATSIM to close the office door? Oh God, it's okay, Dot1, I've got it. Unbelievable. She's actually watching the Formula 1 replay downstairs, I think. So yeah, office door is shut. There you go. There's some peace and silence there. Unbelievable. Mariana is taking a well-deserved break, Finley, you're right. Cool, so all I was doing, guys, it was a bit of a rush here because we went to go see the house. What's this message here? Matt says, hello, my name is Matt and I'm one of your VATSIM network, one of the VATSIM network supervisors. Please close the office door. This is your first and final warning. Matt, incredible. Mariana, Matt's just sent me a formal warning through VATSIM. I hope this isn't recorded. I am so sorry. It won't happen again. Amazing. Right, I'm just going to finish loading up the FMC here. So I've just got to top of climb wind. I was frantically doing this whilst the countdown music was going on. Top of climb ice says 8 degrees. We'll go full 24k in case there's a bit of wind shear. And I'm going to go flap 5. V speeds are set. 146. Of course, we're going to still brief everything. I'm going to grab my clearance now as well. Should be 3,000 feet for departure. Cool. Perfect. Now, you have to remind me, guys, this is a pre-departure clearance here, I believe, in Toronto, so there's no voice ATIS, I believe. So we've got clearance delivery on 121.3. Shut this door. Cool.
Station calling 85. 1774, you are clear to destination Samana via Grigos 4 departure.
So it looks like they're doing clearances by voice.
Squawk 6303.
Oh, I've just realised something. Duck Whisperer, if you're here, I completely forgot to update your tugs. Duck Whisperer's got some new liveries for the better pushback tugs, like Alpaca Airways tug, but I completely forgot to do it. I saw. Toronto usually doesn't do PDC clearance. Okay, good to know. I think someone told me they would. Look at this. But it's a shame the ski rain effects only work in heavy rain. They're definitely not working when it's just light rain anymore. But this seems really good. I think even the cabin window should have it as well. Yeah. Alright, we'll grab our clearance. So we're on stand 175 here on apron 2. And we're going to hopefully get runway 24 right for departure. So quite a short taxi for us. Let's grab the clearance now.
Toronto delivery, Alpaca 449 at gate 137 with information November, identifier 741 Victor. Alpaca 449, readback is correct, pushback is at own discretion. When ready for taxi, call ground 12165 today. 12165 when ready for taxi, Alpaca 449.
Didn't grab the ATIS actually. So let's have a quick listen to the ATIS, guys. 1336.
Departure runway 26. Advise ADC that you have information kilo.
So information kilo.
information Kilo. Automated weather at 1903 Zulu. Wind 310 at 15 gusting 28.
Phew.
Visibility 9. Moderate rain. Sky conditions 3900, scattered ceiling 6500, broken ceiling 9000, overcast. Temperature 24. 2.21. Altimeter 2958. Approach ILS runway 26. Departure runway 26. Advise ADC.
Toronto delivery of
That you
Echo
have
180
information,
at gate 173 with information.
That's
number.
Anthony.
ID 314 Victor.
Alpaca 180 standby.
Standby, someone said. So yeah, you heard that weather, guys. 310 at 15 gusting 28. Crazy. Said runway 26 for departure. Hopefully I'll get 24 right. I won't get my closure check because Anthony was told to stand by. Hold on, runway 26. What should I write down? Nick DVC, do you already have your radio panels? Not yet. I've got so much going on outside the streams now because I'm going back to work and we're preparing to move house, so I'll hold off that until I get into the new house. There is no runway 26. Am I going crazy, I swear? Did I?
All stations standby now. Alpaca 61 Mike Toronto, correction. Alpaca 449 Toronto.
Uh-oh. I think I probably got the wrong ATIS then. Yeah, I got the wrong ATIS.
Alpaca 38 Echo Toronto.
Uh-oh, well, Alpaca's down already.
Alpaca 737 Toronto delivery.
Alpaca 737, who's that?
Alpaca 4 Kilo Tango Toronto delivery.
Wind 010.
Just gonna detune delivery so I can actually get the right ATIS.
Wind variable 310 degrees to 010 degrees. Visibility 15. Showers in the vicinity. 2,500 broken. 6,000 overcast. Temperature 25. 2.21. Altimeter 2960. Convective cloud embedded. The approaches are ILS runway 23 and ILS runway 24 right. Simultaneous parallel ILS approaches are in progress.
24 right, that sounds
Departure
good.
runway 24 right. Break advisory. Migratory bird activities affecting all runways.
Always got these fats and birds.
Advise ADC that you have information Oscar.
Missed a bit of paint on my
Toronto International Information Oscar. Special weather at 1844
special
Zulu.
weather.
Wind 010 at 12 gusting 18.
There we go. So it's information Oscar, runway 24, right? Right, we'll try and get our clearance because we are due out in 3 minutes. I'll call for the better pushback as well. Hopefully, I'm not sure which direction first, so let's just connect first.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Great news.
Roger, is top 260 X-ray.
Alpaca 16 Sierra X-ray, clear destination, Chicago. Depart 33 left, rest of the clearance is unchanged.
Uh-oh, change your runway to
After
33 left now.
clearance,
Ah, that makes sense, Robson. 33 left for departure, okay.
Alpaca 16 Sierra X-ray.
Air Canada 28 Mike, Toronto delivery.
Alright, that's over here then. Probably makes sense with the wind.
Alpaca 30, disregard.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
A very enthusiastic tug driver is this Joe. Right, I think I'll try and grab my clearance now. Toronto clearance, good day. Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, stand 175. We've got Oscar clearance to Chicago.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, clear Chicago, go pop 3 departure, hockey transition, depart 33 left, squawk 6101.
6101. Okay, 33 left, departure, and just confirm the SID, squawk 6101. Too quick for me.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, go pop 3 departure, hockey transition.
Go pop 3 departure, and then the Hawk transition, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, readback is correct, pushback is at on discussion for taxi ground 12165, good day.
12165 for ground, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, bye. Go pop 3 with a Hawk transition, that was a real quick. Now this is the thing, when you're not expecting, if you're not sure what SID you're going to expect, and it comes to you quite quickly,
Standby number 2.
you know, it's really difficult to copy. So yeah, don't be afraid to ask again. 33 left then, go pop.
Standby.
Go pop 3 and a Hawk. See, I thought you said Hawks, but it's a Hawk. So go pop 3.
Okay, station calling, call for clearance
And a
before
Hawk
Alpaca
transition.
449, go ahead.
Moving Alpaca 757, we're on stand 36 information, all still looking for a clearance.
Alpaca 757, clear destination Chicago, via go pop 3 departure, hockey transition, flight en route.
It's going to turn him down a bit,
Left,
guys.
walk 6277.
So let's have a look at this SID. So we can push back whenever we want, which is pretty cool. We're due off now, so just give us. We'll be 2 minutes late, but not a problem. Departure then, so it's a go pop 3.
It's the go pop 3 departure, hockey transition, flight en route, depart runway 33 left, squawk is...
So all the departures here are maintain heading. So for us to go put 33 left. Was it 33 right?
Alpaca 757, readback is
33
correct
left.
for push apron 122.27.
So for us, we're gonna go 33 left. Maintain heading 327. 327 is set. So 33 left. Unless otherwise assigned by ATC, climb heading 327 to 1100 feet, climbing right turn heading 345 degrees or as assigned. Expect radar vectors to tetad. So basically you just want vector tetad. There we go, vector tetad. We'll just need to check the fuel. Steep descent, that's all been programmed correctly. We need to check the V-speeds as well, but we should have... Oh, for goodness sake. I swear I got the fuel loaded on for this sector at the start. I forgot to press fuel call. We need a bit more fuel, guys. 8.8 tons. Oh dear. Oh, sorry, Stan, getting wet here. Don't worry. You'll put that on as quick as possible for sure. There we go. Yeah, 8.8 tons. I swear I pushed that at the start. I swear it. At least we can push it down discretion. Yep, very good. Oh dear, at least I spotted now and not the whole point. So yeah, this is a vectored city. You don't find these that often in Europe, but climb straight ahead on a vector, and then eventually we're going to redirect to Tetad, then Tulek, Carrot, all the way to Hawk. And then just after Hawk, direct to Foxtrot November Tango, perfect, which is our current set. So you'll see this kind of extended magenta line. That is exactly how I'd expect it to look, just like that. Taxi then, not sure, but yeah, I mean we could push back our own discretion. We just need to get our fuel on board. Right, I'll just make sure I've not forgotten anything else here. APU's already on the bus. Yeah, seatbelt sign on. Nothing to see here. Cabin secure. Yeah, all good. This is a lot more calm than a normal stream. Truth it. As soon as we get that fuel on board, I'll release the parking brake and we'll go.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing.
I'm just going to do a straight pushback like this.
Alpaca 5 Whiskey Charlie, readback is correct.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Toes connected, bypass pins inserted. Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
We'll do as soon as we got that gas on board. Aleski installed a second copy of X-Plane to try Vulcan, didn't see any improvement on performance. Tried with UWP and stuck clouds, it was stable though with 7.5. I have a big increase with Vulcan, but it doesn't give me the stability I need for streaming.
Alpaca 24 ready to copy clearance. Unreadable read, I hear static only.
Uh-oh. He's gone all American. Did I say gas?
Radio 5.
Go ahead.
Alpaca 24, cleared Chicago, go up 3 departure, hockey transition, flight and route, depart 33 left, squawk 5715.
Okay, clear Chicago, go up 3 departure, hockey, transition from 33 left, squawk 5715, Alpaca 24.
Alpaca 24,
Yeah, you don't just have a tongue, guys.
When ready for pushback, contact apron 122.27.
Yeah, we're told to contact ground on 12165. He's just got a different frequency. Nearly there, guys. Let's have a look at the flight plan. So you can see, look, I only need 7.5. I just took an extra 30 minutes of fuel due to the weather as well. Not only that fact, it's a group flight. Nearly there. Just getting a little bit of fuel in the centre. Only 5 minutes late, guys. Also, a typical American name, a Canadian name. I don't know. I don't know much about Canada. Nearly there. Need a ton in the centre. The herd of America, amazing. As soon as he disconnects, off we go. There he is, parking brake released. Off we go, guys. Thanks for your patience.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
We will line him up.
Philadelphia, Alpaca 8 Charlie, clears to Chicago, please, submission Tata.
Alpaca 8 to 10 Charlie, clear Chicago, go up 3 departure, hockey transition, flight and route, depart 33 left, squawk 6203.
Clear right, starting engine number 2.
Clear Chicago, and go up to the
Yeah, I forgot to do the before. Oh my god, I'm all over the... Oh my goodness me, what is wrong with me today, guys? You can tell I'm doing 2 streams in a row.
Ready for pushback, contact apron 122.27.
6101.
Contact 122.27, Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie. Total delivery, Alpaca -06, information for pass, 135, request to Chicago.
Alpaca 926, clear Chicago, go for 3
You didn't even
departure,
notice,
hockey
guys.
transition, flight and route,
I mean, meant to be testing. I'm meant to be testing you. You're not spotting the mistakes I'm making.
5617.
Not great.
Cleared Chicago via go up 3 departure, hockey transition, departing 133, left,
Squawk is 5617, 5617.
5617.
Common bastard. Starting
Alpaca
at
906, repeat is correct, when ready for
632
pushback,
stable,
contact
starting
apron
engine number 1.
122.27.
Master caution, what's this for? Air conditioning. Dual bleed. I never reset it. Air 2. Tim, you cheeky git. That list is longer than the correct list. There's all the alpaca fleet. Commander, yeah, I'm trying to learn from you. Oh, these streams are so much more relaxing, guys. This just feels like me just having fun. I genuinely enjoy these.
Alpaca 20, radio 5.
Start
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Parking brake set. 1, 2, stay.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Take your time, buddy. There's the Alpaca Airways delivery. Need to get this into the official CSL. How cool would that be? So every time anyone sees VCP, they'll see that on there. That's it. That'll be super cool.
Clearance delivery, Alpaca 6996.
Alpaca 6996, delivery.
We'll go over to ground now, which was 12165.
Alpaca 669.
Sleeplad, do you remember your first heavy weather landing in heavy? Do you remember your first heavy weather takeoff landing in heavy weather and any stories?
And we're disconnected.
I mean,
Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
I've landed in some pretty terrible weather, but I mean, it was reasonably routine for those conditions. Nothing that's been kind of too hair-raising. Yeah, so sorry, Duck Whisperer. I completely forgot to update these. We've still got the Swissport tugs. I must do that as soon as the stream's over. There you go, get back in your cab, mate. It's boring. Generators on. APU's off. Start switches continuous. Probe on anti-ice. It's off air conditioning. I wonder why they switched to runway 33 left for departure. Probably had too many alpacas going to eat up the grass on takeoff. We're going to go to 3000. Actually, I just need to double check the cleared altitude for the SID. Forgot to set the trim for departure. There we go. Because I did a transit setup, I actually did it backwards. I actually accidentally started the sim with the engines running. So I had to shut the engines down, so everything's a little bit backwards with the setup. We should be all okay. We'll kill taxi for a second. I just want to have a look at this SID. Unless otherwise assigned by ATC, maintain 5,000 feet. So we get a taxi clearance nearly there, guys. Guys, let me know in chat as well. I've got quite a few members here. I mean, I did ask it quite recently as well. Transit for the is transit set up for the streams or full setups for the streams? In the ZIBO mod, that is. I mean, generally, if you fly other aircraft, I'll always do a full setup. But transit setup, obviously.
Air Canada 7672.
Shortens
We have
the
Eastern online
stream
now.
time.
On 122.27, talk to you soon. Okay, 122.27.
A mix would be good. Toronto ground, very good afternoon, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. Request taxi, we just pushed back from stand 175.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, Toronto ground, very good afternoon. TS, clock move Charlie, please.
Escort mode Charlie, stand by. Oops. Damn America. Or Canada, I should say.
Backup 3-1 heavy, communication tower.
I'll just put TARA on.
Alpaca.
Or Alton should do it.
Like company gateway to you, that's fine. Tower now on any decimal times, yeah. Alright, decimal 7, Alpaca 3-1 heavy.
Uh-oh, whose X-plane's crashed? Jamlin, you're almost at top of climb. Did he say squawk mode Charlie? Or did he say taxi blah 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 to Charlie? Am I missing something? He said squawk Charlie.
Alpaca 4 Kilo Tango, you'll be number 3 following company 737 there. Give way to him, then on to Foxtrot 3, contact tower 118.7, holding short.
Give way to company and follow him, will be number 3. Alpaca 4 Kilo Tango, roger.
Probably a bit of a queue, perhaps. He said squawk Charlie, okay.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, the apron control is on line 122.27, talk to you soon.
12227 Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, bye. Oh.
Advise up the traffic. Alpaca 2.
My watch just hit the flap button, flap extension lever on the joystick. Flap 5. Try control.
1774, step by 1.
Apron today, it's Alpaca 16 Sierra X-ray. We just pushed back. We had an instruction to push back at our own discretion.
Alpaca 160 X-ray, yeah, that's correct. Apron just logged on not too long ago, so that's fine. Just hold position for now, please.
Hold in position 16 Sierra X-ray.
I love that. I don't know. I think that's Adam. And Apron Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta just passed back from stand 175, standing by for taxi.
Sorry, last issue calling, call sign only.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, Apron, hello. You can make a left turn, hold short of Alpha Mike, contact ground 121.65. See you.
Alpha, left turn to hold Alpha Mike, ground 12165, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, bye. Toing and throwing here, right, hold at Alpha Mike, so just basically a left turn and we'll go back now to 12165.
757, you need taxi
Well,
lane
at least
7.
we are taxiing.
Okay, altimeter 2960, taxi Tango.
That was a bit left and right, but at least we're on our way. Right, parking brake release, just do a config check.
Alpaca 34 Juliet, that's all correct. And just verify transponders, no Charlie, with the code 5606.
These poor Canadian guys, they've got all these European, mostly European guys here. And there's Alpha Mike. It's nice little scenery, this one. It's very basic scenery, but at least it has all the markings and stuff, which is important.
Bravo, and then holding short, thank you.
What is this?
Alpaca 906, that is correct. Company's coming out at Alpha Lima. You'll follow them.
Roger, we'll follow the company at Alpha Lima, Alpaca 906.
That is Adam, yeah, he's really professional about Sim. I remember when I first heard him, I think we're doing the 747.
Alpaca 906, that's all correct.
We were in the 737 IXEG, and I just thought he was just doing a great job.
Right across the DI facility at your discretion.
Alright, so it's the 737 that's up to my 10 o'clock at the moment. Am I going to let him go then cross Tango to the ISO 53 hand?
There's Alpha Mike, so we'll contact
Alpaca
ground again.
906, that's all correct.
Oh, it's raining heavy now. I think we need a little bit of
follow him. He's going the same
low.
way you are.
Very good, yeah, we see him right in front of us, Alpaca 906. And Alpaca 757, Alpha Lima.
Super busy
Alpaca
here.
757, ground, hello, information's Quebec, altimeter 2961, runway 33 left, you can taxi Alpha Lima, Tango, cross 33 right.
So we're going to probably have to cross this right. We're going to get quite a taxi clearance here.
737.
This is Quebec 2961, it's Alpha Lima Tango, and across the 3, and then across the icing pad, Alpaca 757.
And Toronto ground. Hello again. Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta holding at Alpha Mike.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta ground, hello, runway 33 left, altimeters 2961, taxi Victor, cross 33 right, across the DI facility, Foxtrot, hold short Tango.
33 left, 2960, taxi Victor, cross 33 right, over across the DIC facility, and then Foxtrot Tango, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. 3.
Alpaca 16 Sierra X-ray, ground today. We are holding short of Alpha Lima.
Oh, so good. So for us then, Alpha Mike, then have
Alpaca
Victor.
Company just snuck ahead of you there, just hold your position.
Then cross the de-icing pad. We're going to go up then to Tango here.
Alpaca 160 X-ray,
So let's just try to work out
left,
from there, because
Quebec,
that's Bravo.
altimeter
So
2961,
Victor
taxi
is basically
Tango,
straight
cross
ahead here.
33
So
right,
it's
across the
really
DI facility at your discretion.
Quebec current 2961 for the altimeter on Tango.
Ooh, I've got a Concorde here.
And the DI facility.
Alpaca 16X Sierra X-ray. Don't tell me he's in a Concorde, or has he just randomly appeared as one? I didn't even know we had an Alpaca CSL.
Alpaca 34 Juliet, taxi on to Foxtrot.
I just realised something.
Good
That's reversed accidentally.
Off to Foxtrot 3 and off to Tower 118.7. Good night. Or good evening.
So here's Victor. We are
Toronto ground,
to cross
Alpaca
33
5,
right, and then
Whiskey
we're
Charlie,
going to
ready
go
for taxi.
somehow, I guess, up to Tango.
Alpaca 5, Whiskey Charlie, ground, hello, taxi Delta Papa, Delta, cross 33 right, Foxtrot, hold short Victor.
Taxi Delta Papa Delta cross 33 right. Foxtrot, hold short Victor. Alpaca 5 Whiskey Charlie.
Pornographic air, hitter 7672 coming up on Alpha Lima.
Alpaca 5 Whiskey Charlie Roger, and the altimeter's 2961 for you.
So clear left. Clear right.
Alpaca 906, continue on to Foxtrot 3 behind company, then contact tower 118.7, yeah.
Continue Foxtrot behind the company, and then tower 118.7, Alpaca 906.
Air Canada 767233 left, information Quebec.
So he said Foxtrot, he said Victor, cross 33 right, across the de-icing facility, Foxtrot and Tango. So I guess I just carry on a straight line. It's my bad actually. I don't need to go all the way up here because well no, that is only Tango there. It's quite confusing. Great thing is you can actually look up here. So I'm actually going to probably. I mean, it just makes sense here for me just to carry on straight. I mean, this is still Victor, and then this is on to Foxtrot, but he did say via Tango. Carry on straight, even though I'm not sure if that's correct. What I should do is clarify. At ground, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, just to make sure I'm going the right way, just continue straight on Victor, or do you want me to go right up to Tango?
I believe that's 8 Romeo Delta, you can continue Victor there and on to Foxtrot, hold short Tango.
Perfect. Victor Foxtrot, hold short Tango, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. Yeah, that was probably me earlier then getting a... I got confused because I think he said hold short of Tango. That makes sense now.
Alpaca 160 X-ray.
And that's it, guys. If you're not sure, don't guess. You know, it's tempting as it is because you feel like asking him's a difficult thing to do. You know, or be put off by it. Just ask. It doesn't hurt. And in reality, it absolutely is always what we do if there's any confusion. And the key thing is preparation. I've not really prepared much on this routing. I just didn't have time today to test the sector. But I did check all the scenery was installed at least, and X-Pilot was working. That was important stuff. So we're going to go Foxtrot, hold short of Tango. So that'll be that line there. But hopefully it'll be a bit of a queue anyway. Flight Sim, you're going to be on VC after stream. What's VC, Will? Oh, voice chat. Yeah, I'll join in. I was like, VC. What? What's that?
Alpaca 757, monitor tower 118.7.
Yes, of course.
Good night.
Tower 187. Thanks.
Air
It's
Canada
a Viper shadow. How cool is that?
also over to tower 118.7. Monitor him. Have a good night.
Monitor tower 118.7 for Canada 7672. Have a good night, sir.
There's an Air Canada there. He's probably thinking, what is going on?
Go to Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie.
Viet Cong. Don't want it. Amazing.
Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie, 33 left, information Quebec, altimeter 2961, taxi Delta Romeo, Delta.
So maybe look, we're going to join in with the alpacas here. So yeah, what is Alpaca 160 X-ray in?
Delta cross runway 30.
I missed it in chat.
Tango, Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie.
8 Hotel Charlie, that's all correct. After Delta, it's taxiway Foxtrot.
After Delta, it's taxi Foxtrot, Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, taxi left onto Foxtrot 3 to hold short of Tango, and tower will get you sequence on Foxtrot 3, monitor tower 118.7.
Foxtrot and hold short of Tango, and we'll monitor tower for our sequence of departure on 1187 Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. Good day, sir.
Thanks, great.
Cool. We'll just do the before takeoff checklist here. So config we checked. Flaps we've got 5-5 green light. Stab trim set for departure 6 units. Taking off then from runway 33 left.
Alpaca 160 X-ray, Tron Tower.
60 X-ray, go ahead.
Alpaca 160 X-ray, line up and wait.
And they're going to be doing, what is it, the Godup 3 via Hawk.
Line up and wait, 33 left, 60.
Climb 327 to 1100 feet right, turn heading 345 or as assigned. Expect radar vectors towards Tetad and proceed via depicted route. Climb to maintain 5,000 feet on the altimeter 2960. NADP 2 we'll use. That's it. Squawks in. 611 checks complete. Did say monitor tower.
Alpaca 906, contact departure 128.8, g'day.
128.8, Alpaca 906, good day.
I always seem to get stuck with the lower levels of my group flights when I'm in here. I'm at 320. I was thinking I was at 320 for the last stream.
Alpaca 160, X-ray, check transponder, squawk 6326.
Squawk 6326, sorry, 660 X-ray.
Ah, no worries, buddy. I forgot the wrong squawk plenty of times.
Alpaca 160,
I'm just gonna go to
X-ray,
this
on
whole
departure
type,
fly runway
Foxtrot
heading
3.
winds 010 at 13, clear takeoff runway 33 left.
As a departure, we are maintaining runway heading and we are clear takeoff 33.
It's ACA. No likes that.
Alpaca 757, Toronto Tower.
Alpaca 757, go ahead.
Alpaca 757, behind the departing company 737, line up and wait, 33 left.
Send depart traffic, line up and wait, 33 left, Alpaca.
It's lovely. It's just like real life being busy again. Look at that. What is he? What is he in? It's so cool seeing Concorde, even though it's not Concorde.
Alpaca 16 Sierra X-ray contact departure 128.8, g'day.
Departure 128.85.
Amazing. Tim, forgot the fuel, the clock, the day of the way. It's one of those days where we're forgetting a lot. Marks, if your flight goes okay, 2 to 3 of us had X-plane crash to desktop figures.
Alpaca 757 on departure fly runway heading wind
fingers crossed your fakes, but I've heard, yeah.
Clear takeoff runway 33 left.
Clear takeoff 33 left and runway heading after departure, Alpaca 757.
There goes Alpaca 757.
Air Canada 7672 behind the departing 321,
Yeah.
line up and wait, 33 left.
Line up and wait, 33 left behind the departing aircraft for Air Canada 7672.
Air Garrop. Air Canada. Let's get the weather radar on actually. Not picking up anything on active sky. Missing the Air Canada CSL, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Alpaca 757, contact departure 128.8, g'day.
Oh, weather's improved. Oh, it's actually stopped raining.
Alpaca 757.
Just like that.
Air Canada 7672 on departure fly runway heading winds 010 at 13, clear takeoff runway 33 left.
Clear takeoff runway 33 left, line up and heading for Air Canada 7672.
Well, there's a little bit of weather depicted on the weather radar. Who's this cheeky alpaca here trying to get ahead? Alpaca 5 Whiskey Charlie.
Rouge 1817, which ILS 33 left.
Ocean.
Rouge 1817, Toronto Tower, good afternoon. 010
why did they
at
put him on
13,
3-3
cleared
right?
land runway 33 left.
Copy to wind clear land 33 left for 1870.
Oh, someone's got landing
Air
clearance.
Canada 7672, contact departure 128.8, good day.
Departure 28 for Canada 7670, have a good day, sir.
There he is. Oh, they could have got us away, I reckon. Is that coming up behind us? Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie. Where's that gun on final? You said bad word, right? You're not about Captain Monster. Pedro, near top of the same, Captain. I hope I want to see you here. I'm about half an hour behind you, I think. I've been shooting for 50 minutes, and I actually tried the setup, took some time to get here. But to be fair, I think every group flight we've done, it usually takes about an hour or so to get airborne. Here comes that guy.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, Toronto Tower.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, line up and wait, runway 33 left.
I'd wait 3-3 left, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. Perfect, so we'll quieten the music in the background. There we are, so we've got our line up and wait clearance, so lights on, strobes, confirming cleared. Line up and wait, that's the first officer as well. That's set, where the radar's on, so MCP is set. It's heading selected departure, so
on the Toronto exit right, Foxtrot 4, contact ground 21.
Transport TAR8, strobe lights are on, just holding on takeoff clearance.
Roche 1817.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, on departure fly runway heading, winds 010 at 13, clear takeoff runway 33 left.
Alright, 33 left, clear takeoff, maintain, runway heading Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. Right. Tokens in chat, members. We'll do a rolling takeoff. There comes your timer. Maintain runway.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, just a wind update. Winds now 360 at 11, gusting 18.
Roger, I just double clicked him. Right, there we are. Timing. Let's push toga. Set takeoff.
Alpaca 5 Whiskey Charlie behind the departing company. Traffic, line up and wait. Runway 33 left.
Oh yeah.
Left
further in now.
Alpaca 5 Whiskey Charlie.
So takeoff thrust set. Indications normal.
80 knots.
Checked. Reset forward pressure.
Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie, holding Foxtrot 3.
Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie,
Elevator
hold
on into
position,
wind,
you'll be number 3 for departure.
Hold position. Alpaca 8 Hotel
Oh,
Charlie.
my goodness me. I've just done an absolute numpty. I've got no V-speed set in the FMC.
Positive rate.
Gears coming up. I know exactly why. Because I forgot to update them when we changed runway.
Sorry, 786, you can contact the apron 122.27.
That's a biggie. That's
400.
a biggie. Oh dear. Heading select. That's why. Yeah, that's definitely calling the chief pilot.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, contact departures 128.8, good day.
And departures 128.8, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. Bye bye now. There we are. Oh, it's just started raining. Lovely. Bug up. Yeah, so the reason was because I changed the runway. And because I haven't got a first officer's runway, how stupid I am, we've got to redo the performance, reroute the SID, which we did do, and do lots of other exciting things as well. Flaps on. Oh, I love those sounds when it starts raining. Well, it looks like it's all working correctly. What do you call it? The ski rain effects. That's really cool. Come on, Andy. You're fired.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta,
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, maintain Romeo heading passing 3,900 for altitude 5,000 feet.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, turn left of direct to TDAD on course, climb flight level
1,000 to go.
230.
Direct to T-tag, climb flight level 230, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. The autopilot's making some inputs. Right, direct to T-TAD, execute, LNAV, VNAV, set standard, passing 47, flight level 230, all in the wrong order. I am making a right hash of this today. After takeoff checklist. Gear up and off, want to break off. Start switches off, don't need the engine anti-ice. Air conditioning and pressurization 2.0. Set, we can release the cabin crew. Well, check's complete. Don't need the wipers on. That's only ready for takeoff and landing. That's a little excessive, but it looks like we're kind of flying through custard right now. So yes, no V-speeds, that's really embarrassing. So yeah, every time you change your SID or change your briefing, I might have to do some weather avoidance here. You just want to make sure you update your FMC correctly. And it's staring at you right in the face of the PFD there. And when I did my takeoff briefing, I
Toronto departure,
don't think I did check my V-speeds. So, skip that.
20,000.
Alpaca 5 Whiskey, Charlie, departure identified, climb flight level 230.
So if I was flying in real life and saw weather like this, I'd probably ask for
230,
avoidance heading
Alpaca
here.
5 Whiskey,
I'm
Charlie.
quite curious as to see how it would react by flying through it, because we're in a desktop sim. There is some nice ortho scenery. Yeah, this is zoom level 15, Toronto. I need to grab about 20 tiles for today's sector.
Alpaca 5 Whiskey, Charlie, turn left direct TDAD on course.
And I think part of the reason of me forgetting stuff today, I'm not making excuses because I've done it like in a transit
And left
setup.
on
I worked
course,
backwards.
Alpaca 5
I
Whiskey,
didn't
Charlie.
actually check half the things properly. But then I did check because
Departure
we've got a
today,
runway
Alpaca 8
change.
Hotel Charlie,
V-speed's needed.
2,500.
Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie.
They are 100 for 230.
Claim 230,
Checks
Alpaca 8
fuel,
Hotel
got 6
Charlie.
pumps on. Lights go off, logos off, APU's off, pressurization 4.0. Set.
Hotel Charlie, turn left.
We'll leave the passengers seated as it is, could be a bit turbulent
Let's
as
do
well.
that on course, Alpaca 8 Hotel
As
Charlie.
recall checks complete.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, contact 20 center 125.77 there.
125.77 Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta bite.
Alpaca 160 X-ray, turn left direct, tag up.
That's really clear,
Left
RT.
direct second for 16 X-ray.
Toronto Center, good afternoon. Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta climbing flight level 230 inbound to Tulek.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, Toronto Center, local climb flight level 320.
Climb flight level 320 Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. So that's set.
Again,
Oh, do you see that bit of lightning? Lovely.
I'm showing you kind of off the reg at 5 arrival.
Lovely.
Left. Yeah,
320 set once, twice.
I might have had the wrong nav, but I'm direct ragging right now for
Steep descent after bash. That's something we'll need to look at later.
And
These
there's
waypoints.
133 will do back to
And
left
320
turn,
set
right
here.
heading 270.
Perfect.
270,
There's fuel. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Call from Romeo Juliet.
So in reality, with the weather return like this, weather radar return like this, I'd request a heading off this. But I'm actually quite curious just to see how X-Plane will handle this.
Report your heading to arrival on 132 decimal 8. Oh, to arrival. I can't remember the case along.
Ah, loud. Who was it that said that it's only going to be fields,
Romeo Juliet, field rep.
boring fields?
Roger. Headed 801.
Will
contact
beauty
arrival
bank
132
angle. Why you keep saying bank angle? You know we do it at 30,000 feet.
United 0810, contact arrival by. Thank you.
Yeah, Let's see what happens here.
United 810 Toronto Center.
This is meant to be like a stream of water. I never fully understood what this is meant to be. Doing that gets rid of it though. Because this weather radar is quite basic, and the way it's depicted in explained known isn't always entirely accurate. So.
Contact center on 11. Sorry, is 129.7. I'm sorry, say again. Frequency 119.87. 119.87. I thought that's 129. 119.87 for Alpaca 028. Thank you. United 810 Toronto Center.
It's a nice stream of traffic. Oh, look at that! We've got an awesome stream of traffic. So cool. Just looking at the VATSIB map here. Definitely a screenshot for this.
Toronto Center, Alpaca 5, Whiskey Charlie with you, passing 1000.
Alpaca 5, Whiskey Charlie,
so we're going to be coming up towards Lake Huron. I like how there's a town called London as well.
Repeat, please.
Alpaca 5, Whiskey Charlie, climb 320, speed 270 or less.
270 less, 32,000. Thank you, Alpaca 5, Whiskey Charlie.
Cool. So yeah, I didn't do much. I think it's because we're above the weather. But yeah, weather like this, you see how you got kind of like these blobs here? They're very tiny. You'd expect to be a little bit bigger than this. And if it was like this in BMC now, you definitely see it. It'd be a large cumulus cloud or cumulonimbus cloud. When they're embedded, that can be quite tricky because you sometimes can't see them. So you got to really trust the weather radar.
Air Canada 415, when ready to send 12,000 Toronto altimeter 296.
I'm really annoyed. I forgot the V speeds for departure. That's such a noob error to do. Finn, kind of a random question. What is it like being a pilot? Is there anything you wish you would have known before becoming a pilot? Oh, I don't know, Finn.
Alpaca 757.
I don't think there's anything I would have done differently. What was it like being a pilot? What's anything you wish you would have known before becoming a pilot?
Alpaca 906, contact.
I've said this before, I think, as well. I wish I worked a bit harder in school, if I'm perfectly honest. But certainly on the science and maths side of things. I had enough to get through. Yeah, but it's all turned out okay. Well, Billy, I've got to sound smart at some point. What did you say that was remotely smart?
Thank you, identify climb flight level 260.
Oh, it's hot in here. Because I've got the office door closed, I forgot to open that window. It's going to be 2 seconds, I'm just going to open the office window, guys.
Toronto Center, Alpaca 5, Whiskey Charlie, off comm for 3 minutes.
Alpaca 5, Whiskey Charlie.
That's better.
Center, good afternoon, Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie, passing number of 200 for 230, heading 300.
Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie, Toronto Center.
Doug, how did you build time early on? Well, I went integrated, but I was going to go modular originally. And I got my PPL in the UK and just rented an aircraft. They had a good scheme at my local flying club where you could bulk buy hours. Let's say you bought 10 hours and you could buy at a reduced rate. It was actually a good rate. It was around, it was £75 an hour wet, so you got the fuel included with that. And if I could take a friend with a PPL, he could pay up to no more than half of it. So most of my friends was like, oh, I'll give you 25 quid if you take me flying. So I used to fly around for like £50 an hour. I used to try and do as much as I could each month. I was working not quite full time at Morrison's, that's what was available, but I was getting as much money saved as I could, still living with my parents. Yeah, I know, it was ridiculously cheap. It was incredible for a 150. The deal at the time, I was like, wow. But I bought a lot of hours with that, so. They had a Cessna 172 as well, which was £105 an hour.
Alpaca 160 X-ray contact, Cleveland Center on 119.87.
Cleveland on 119.87 for 16 X-ray, bye-bye.
So yeah, it was, you know, the 172 is £105 an hour. So if I could take 2 or 3 of my mates, you know, I could pay, you know, 25, 30 quid an hour each, and we used to go all over the place. We went to Blackpool one day, Duxford, we did all of it, Carnarvon.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, turn left direct Tagham.
Direct to Tagham, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta.
Alpaca 5 Whiskey Charlie, resume normal speed, thanks for the help, direct Tagham.
Direct Tagham, Alpaca 5 Whiskey Charlie, maintains 270.
Negative, resume normal speed at direct Tagham.
There's a little bit of engine anxiety, I think.
Alpaca 5 Whiskey Charlie.
Oh, Will, I didn't realise you had your...
Charlie, turn left direct, go pub.
Had your PPL.
Alpaca
Because Mariana mentioned the other day, I had no idea you actually had a private pilot's license. That's really cool. There's some non-equity groups where you could...
Alpaca 757, same Mach number.
Plain old Ben, there's some non-equity groups you can get £100 a month for £100 an hour from PA28. Pretty good way of doing it, yeah. Yeah, I got 75 quid an hour for the one Cessna 150, or it was 150. It was very basic. I had no instruments. Oh, and the basic instruments had no radio navigation. Had a radio with the kind of mechanical knobs. There was nothing digital in that aircraft. And they had the 172, which was okay. It had no GPS, but it had VOR, ADF. It wasn't fully IR rated, but it was pretty good. Yeah, for instructing was on for a DR400. It's quite dear.
Alpaca 757, contact clean alarm 119.87.
Well, yeah, I'm a smart boy. When did you fly solo then? How many hours have you got? I didn't realise that. It's cool. When are you going to take me flying, Will? My son recently got news of his flight scholarship with the ATC. He's off to Dundee in August. That's awesome news, Commander Jenhove. Awesome. This is Lake.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, same Mach number and cruise.
Flight level 320 will be doing Mach decimal 77 Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. What would you like?
8 Romeo Delta, that's totally fine, thank you.
Gotcha.
Alpaca 5 Whiskey Charlie, same Mach number and cruise.
Domino Machine Alpaca 782 made it to Chicago. Fantastic. I was laughing at Finn's comment. Cheeky.
Alpaca 5 Whiskey Charlie, same Mach number and cruise.
I'll take you flying when you let me ride the jump seat.
Sorry, Mach number...
Some strings for that to happen. I could do if I really wanted.
And what are you planning to cruise?
Actually, I think 320. We're going to still be in a cloud, which would be annoying.
12,000, flight level 230.
Can have a look at all these restrictions in a second.
Alpaca 28 Mike Toronto Center, hello, climb flight level 340. Climb to flight level 340.
Minus 44, okay, so we don't actually need...
Thousand go.
Toronto Center, decimal 779, Alpaca 5 Whiskey
Cold
Charlie.
enough.
Alpaca 5 Whiskey Charlie, thank you, Mach decimal 76.
Tim, put your brain in gear before engaging tongue. I've learnt that quite a lot in usage during the streams. Every 10 minutes I definitely don't engage brain before mouth. That was also my #1 tip given to me when I did my first PA. Cool, here we are, approaching 320. Where's my little atlas, which I have out for my streams? This is... Where's Toronto? Lake Huron. About to cross into Michigan. Doug Kite, you have PPL as well, but non-current. You're inspiring me to get current again. Absolutely, Doug, go for it. One of my regrets is not keeping my SCP rating current, which expired long ago. Finn, I was 18, so 17, yeah, just past 18. I could have done it sooner, but actually I started doing my PPL or taking flying lessons when I was in A level, in sixth form, but it became too much you know, I was working as much as I could to save up money. So I was doing my A levels, so 4 AS levels. I was working 25 hours a week at Morrison's. I was doing Saturday, Sunday 8 hours, and I was doing 4 hours on a Tuesday and a Thursday. So I do 4 hours then, 4 hours then. Yeah, so I was doing I was doing 16 hours a week whilst I was at school, plus AS, plus all the other stuff you do when you're 17, 18. It came too much, so actually I kind of stopped the lessons on my PPL and said, like, I need to finish my A levels first. So I finished my A levels, mates went to uni, I cracked on my PPL. I worked full time, then I went full time at Morrison's. I think, was I 18?
Alpaca 8, Romeo Delta, contact Cleveland on 118.87. Sorry, 119.87.
At 119.87, Alpaca 8, Romeo Delta, good day, sir. Is this Cleveland? So is it Cleveland? I'll have a look at my logbook in a second, Finn.
That is JetBlue 1486 back in the wheel.
Four of those were spent cleaning up spilt oil. Exactly. Yeah, sorry, not quite 24 hours, 25 hours, so 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I did 4 hours on a Tuesday, I still remember this. 4 hours on a Tuesday, 4 hours on a Thursday, and then 8 hours on a Saturday and Sunday, so 16... Oh no, wait. 16, 20, yeah, it was 24, it was 24 hours. I was doing 24 hours a week whilst doing A-levels at school. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I'll just checking.
JetBlue 1685, you could join Foxtrot, then Victor, cross runway 28 center on Victor.
Those controlling guys on the ground as well. Senna, good afternoon. It's Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta maintaining flight level 320 and a left turn direct to Hawk.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, Cleveland Center, roger.
It's Cleveland Center. Yeah, we need to have a look at this arrival, because quite interesting.
Fantastic, fantastic. Alpaca 16 Sierra X-ray, descend and maintain flight level 320.
Let's have a look, Finn. I'm going to tell you when I did my PPL skills test. Yeah, it became too much for me, Y35. I was crazy doing that amount of work. And I used to go out on a Saturday, Friday night with my friends, and a Saturday night as well, on top of working, top of trying to do my AS levels. I didn't have any time at the weekend. I had to give up the
1098, roger, you expect that too.
Well, going for my PPL, I was doing A levels. So I was hoping to go I think I went solo but during that period when I was 17, but I didn't get my skills test when I was 18. Let's have a look at my logbook. You can see it here, you can see the gap. So yeah, I went 19th of October 2007. I did my lesson there, and I just went, I hadn't gone solo yet, I just went, I can't do my PPL A levels and work at the same time, and then I didn't have a lesson for 8 months, so I didn't finish my A levels, and then I went back to my flying lessons on the 23rd of June 2008, so I was 18 when I passed my PPL.
Mike Oscar Delta Lima Tango intersection.
Yeah, PPL skills test.
Roger, we'll report mold. Delta 1098. Thank you, sir. I got my eyes on this conga line.
2009, I got my PPL.
Understandable, not a problem. 1098. JetBlue 1486, Department of Airspace to the east. The New York Center is offline. Better services terminated. Frequency change approved.
Alternating between tired and hungover with a lot of work to do as well. I was getting absolutely exhausted. I remember. I was enjoying myself though.
Brickyard 4570, right?
Harry, can you explain how the fixed page in the FMC works? Yeah, it's very simple. You can put in any programmed waypoint in the FMC database, be it a fix, a station, an airport. So for example, let's put in Kilo Papa Tango Kilo here.
JetBlue 1685, thank you, sir. You can continue down Victor to the ramp.
There you go, little green circle there. You'll find out your radial from there, from the station to you. So you're on the 053 radial from Kilo Papa Tango Kilo, and you're 56 miles. You can put more information here, which is fully modeled, yeah. Right, let's have a look at this
Alpaca 5 Whiskey Charlie, Cleveland
arrival
Center Roger.
today. Jeebus. What an airport to fly into for our first American group flight as well. We're about 20,000
Alpaca 34 Juliet, ready contact lost.
So we're going to be doing a wind one?
Cleveland Center, good. The Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie at 360, Mark Daniel 77.
We're going to be coming in via Flint.
Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie, Cleveland Center Roger.
So yeah, only 50 miles away. So yeah, this top descent point is nowhere near where it needs to be. So we're going to be going Flint, Emma, Little, Victory VOR, love that, Ditka, Welter, River, Painting, Wind,
Cleveland Center,
Wind to Fire, Ernie. Look, it still thinks you're at
Air
flight level
Canada
320, so what we need to do, we need to tell the FMC,
4, taxi
you know, if
Alpha
we're getting straight in
across
here,
runway
we don't want to
10.
be at 320 at this point, so I don't know if they have any guidance here regarding descent planning. So expecting the Westies here from 2 Bears on track 221. Landing west, expect radar vectors to final approach course after Pappy. So that's here. So what we need to do is put something in at Pappy. So what it's done is essentially gone all the way here, and from this vector point is trying to join in via
Alpaca
Volga.
24 Cleveland Center
I have
Roger.
no idea where this point is, called Vogler. Volkenkirk. BAM. It's going from BAM. So that's where the arrival terminates. So this arrival is basically to put you in a position for all runways. You've just got to tell the FMC, you know, what height you need to be. And usually what it will say somewhere, not always, it will say if you're expecting X runway, expect to be at this height at this point. So I reckon how many miles away is Pappy from the threshold of a 10 mile
Alpaca
flight?
757, descend and maintain flight level 320.
Just going to do is do Pappy. Let's put, I think we said we're going to probably get runway 27. Vectors from Pappy. Roger. Yeah, 27 left I think we planned for. Whether we'll get it is going to be a whole different story. So let's find ILS 27 left on the extended sense line from there. So we've got a point key called to Vogler. There we go. So we're going to go after Vogler. What I'm going to do is after the point where we're going to get vectors. Vectors after Pappy. I'm going to put Pappy Vogler. Execute. And that will make a significant descent difference.
Cleveland Center, Alpaca
The
6
track
I'm
miles.
terribly sorry, but my internet has cut out. If you want me to leave, I'll
Edges have cut out.
Was that 34 Juliet?
8 for
Is it?
Alpaca 34 Juliet. No need to disconnect, but I will need to resequence you. So for now, turn right heading 020.
right turn 020, Alpaca 6 Juliet.
This engine shut down.
Alpaca 906, contact Chicago.
So
Center,
from Pappy,
121.27.
and it's likely, it's not likely that we're going to go all the way back here. So what I'm going to do is, you know how I always tell you to sequence to a waypoint to check your height. That's what we're going to do. So let's put in here some fixed rings for situation awareness here for our landing runway 27 left. Again, it could be any of the runways here. So what I'm going to do is after Pappy, I'm going to route to one of these waypoints here that's looking a little bit closer.
And Alpaca 34 Juliet, just to give you an idea of where you're going to be sequenced, you'll be sequenced in after Alpaca 757.
Blocked.
I'll be sequenced after
You heard
Alpaca
it.
737.
So we've got Bash, Evans. What I'm going to do is route direct to Evans from Pappy. Check, see, look at the altitude here at Pappy. It wants us at 261, but if we go direct to Evans, look at that, 8,000 feet. I mean, that's 22,000 feet difference. So what I'm going to do is put at Pappy is put 8,000 feet or below. We'll leave the descent as it is. And that, this restriction here, 261 to 8,000 feet or below, will put us in a nice position. Why am I still getting steep descent messages for all of these waypoints? That shouldn't be coming up now. I think it still needs a little bit of programming here. Steep descent should only show if you're like grossly high, and I think all of these restrictions are like ever so slightly.
Alpaca 34 Juliet, turn right heading
Some of these
090.
restrictions are only ever so slightly leaving the aircraft high. But yeah, that's going to make a big difference to our descent now. But I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense to you guys? 8,000 feet or below at Pappy, and that was
American
put us
Type
position
4,
to
flight
accept
level
a kind of straight-in
370.
approach. So our top descent now is only around 120 miles away.
American 524 Cleveland Center.
Yes, it is just farmlands. I'm sorry to my American friends for the guys that voted Chicago. Even I didn't want to go to Chicago, but it's a democracy. It's a very boring outside. Nice dramatic Western California, I think would have been nice with the desert, desert, not desert. Oh my god.
Get out of 425 on departure. Fly runway heading 1010 at runway 4. Clear.
They probably should need to be at 9,000 feet at fire. Okay.
Alpaca 16 Sierra X-ray contact Chicago Center 121.27.
Chicago Central on 121.27 for
Alpaca 28 Mike, Cleveland Center, roger.
Is that just today? Was that just today, David? Or is that an actual restriction we can expect every time we come into Chicago?
Delta 2, radar contact 40 miles south of Rochester, flight level
I'll leave it as it is. Fire's going to be at 11,800, so we're only going to be 1,800 feet off the profile, so I can rectify in the earlier stage of descent.
524, radar contact, flight level 370, welcome.
That's today. All arrivals are given that requirement. Okay, David, I'll leave it as it is, just because
Delta
in reality I wouldn't know about it, but thanks for the heads up. If I get it as soon as
from
we
the
get in
initial
there,
approach
I'll
6 of Cabo, Charlie Oscar Bravo Bravo Oscar, question mark.
Hello, Dirk. Good evening to you, sir, as well. David, if you're high at fire, you'll get told to put in a hold.
Alright, Delta 1098, you're clear direct Cabo, cross Cabo at
that 8,000 feet below at Pappy is certainly it's 22,000 feet difference in the profile.
Delta 1098. Alpaca 34 Juliet, turn right heading 180.
Turning right, heading 180, Alpaca 64 Juliet. Any preference on the speed later on?
I might have something for you shortly.
Have you had any alpacas hold yet? Into Chicago. I love looking at the map when we're doing these group flights, it's so cool. What a stream of traffic. There's no other stream like that in the whole of North America.
Delta 2 cross Iceton and maintain 1717,000.
ATC fleet on that sector as well. That's super cool. I don't think there's any lines like that on the whole of the VATSIM map. These are epic group flights, guys. There's a few aircraft going into Miami, but I think that was because there was a really busy VATSIM event going on there today. Just imagine if we were going into Miami, my goodness.
Canada 425, roger, climb and maintain 16,000. When able, proceed direct Arco. Climb maintain.
David, you found out the hard way. Dirk, how's the flight going? So far, so good. Major mistake on takeoff. The V-speed's deleted and I forgot to check them, which is something my company are actually really strict on there, and we get loads of memos to tell us don't forget to keep checking your V-speed, especially if you change your
Alpaca 34 Juliet.
Change your departure point as well. So we didn't get any V-speeds for departure.
Descend and maintain flight level 300, and you can turn right heading 250.
David, you've got time to go to Toronto before the last alpaca depart. Go for it. I can't blame you for doing 2 sec today. That'd be cool.
And Alpaca 3-4 Juliet, just start the descent ASAP.
And guys, don't forget as well, everyone that's taking part in the group flight, we're going to do the giveaway on stand in Chicago as well. $50 X-Plane.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta traffic is 1 to 2 o'clock, 9 miles. Is a company 737. He's going to be turning westbound shortly. He's descending.
Visual air traffic, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. There he is. Who is Alpaca 3-4 Juliet? Looking good.
Delta 5378 Cleveland.
So that's a TA.
Did I miss that?
He's 1,000 feet
Can you identify
below us.
for me?
Who's in 3-4 Juliet? I can't remember. That's the engine out plane. I hope you got the engine restarted. Still got a bit of rain on the window here. Love that. Is that an alpaca unicorn? It's awesome though. It's such a cool livery. Really well done. Oh, have you ever done a parallel approach in real life? I have not. Very few airports in Europe like that. Barcelona, I mean, a lot of the parallel runways in Europe, what they'll have is one runway for takeoff and one for landing. You know, airports like in the US where they've got 200 runways at every airport, they've got a lot more capacity to allow for that.
Alpaca 696, reaching.
Later, what runway is everyone using? I'm planning on runway 27 left, just because I took a look at flight radar and I could see a lot of traffic was landing on 27 left earlier in real life, but not sure what we're going to get. It's just such a mammoth airport.
Alpaca 34 Juliet, contact Chicago Center 121.27. You can proceed back on course.
We'll find out.
121.27 and back on course for Alpaca. Thank you, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
As of now, everyone is landing on 27 left. Cool, thanks, Don.
555.
In that case, I'll set up
57, contact Chicago 121.27.
this.
Delta 5378 in front of airspace to the north. Minneapolis is offline. Better service is terminated. Frequency change approved. No worries. Sorry about that. I was coordinating with Chicago and, yeah, you were up there.
No problem. We get it. Have a good one.
Yeah.
I'm 1217 for Alpaca, and then
121.27.
Okay, 121.27 Alpaca, and
Could be us next as well.
Alpaca 696, 380.
Roger. Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, contact Chicago Center 121.27.
2127 Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. Bye. Did you see that?
Bye. Brickyard 45.
Did you see that? 2127.
Center 134.7.
I'm a US pilot already.
Your fly heading 240
Just about
for now,
purpose.
vector for space, is going to maintain level 240.
Heading to
Never heard anyone in Europe do that, unless it's an American airline.
Yes. Chicago level Alpaca 7000 for St. New inbound Victor India Oscar.
You're an American already.
757 Chicago Center, hello. Descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
So maintain flight level 240.
Nice flight length, this one. Chicago Center, very good afternoon. Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, maintaining flight levels 320 inbound to Le Tour. However this is pronounced.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, Chicago Center, hello. Descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Descend pilot's discretion, flight level 240, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. So 240 checked, when ready as well. Just found 60 miles from here. You should add the to the soundboard. That was quite fun last Sunday. We've got that soundboard still. There's Lake Michigan. The Grand Rapids. This is that city down there.
Alpaca 757 in the transition to airspeed. Maintain 280 knots.
It just seem to have the ortho, but no actual airport down there. Can't see any alpacas directly ahead or behind. Heard, you're quite right, Paul.
Alpaca 4, correction, Alpaca 3-4 Julia. Cleared direct Yoler. Join
What did you
the
say?
Ernie 6 arrival.
Direct to YOLO?
Yankee Oscar, Lena, Uniform, Romeo to join the Ernie 6 arrival.
Ernie 6. No Sunday Funday tomorrow, no. We'll do next stream probably after this. It's going to be later next week. A lot going on. A lot of stuff to prepare for, guys. Moving house. Lots and lots of stuff to do.
So direct to Yoler to join the Ernie 6 arrival.
Yeah, this is Bing Maps. Yeah, the textures don't look so great here. Here, not so bad. This looks okay. Zoom level 60, but this tile, I guess you can see the change in tile, all the photo quality isn't as good. Looks like the airport's loaded in now on in X-Plane. But when you're like here, that looks fine. Like that looks really good. Just so, everything's just a square here in America. Actually, you know, it shows my lack of geography in this part of the world. We are in the United
Chicago
States.
Center, Alpaca 5, Whiskey Charlie, with you 32000.
I'm in Lake Michigan. Look at the size of this place.
Alpaca 5, Whiskey Charlie, Chicago Center, hello. Turn 20 degrees right, vector for safe.
It's very good ortho of boring terrain. I compared to say yesterday in Para, that was spectacular.
320, Alpaca 5, Whiskey Charlie.
Yeah, I've heard of
Alpaca 8, Romeo Delta in the transition to airspeed. Maintain 300 knots or greater.
On transition 300 knots or greater, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. Fine by me, we always like to hear that at work. I'll even help him out, we're doing decimal 7.7 now. We can't do 300 knots at the moment because we'll be pushing back decimal 8 for 8.2.
Alpaca 5, Whiskey Golf. Descend at pilot's discretion. Maintain flight level 240.
Sleep level. I've flown this sector about 500 times. It's very representative of the experience. I wonder how many flights are there between Toronto and Chicago a day? Probably quite a few.
Lindbergh 4552, Chicago Center, hello, climb, maintain flight level 350.
Pushback 1 will.
350.
Unbelievable.
Chicago Center, good day, Alpaca 8, Hotel Charlie, back to
As aviation cloud for most of the sector, I saw bits of the lake, but not much else. Waste of ortho. It was only around 20 tiles or so I had to download. I'm glad I did. And this is just Zoom level 16. It doesn't take that long to download, and I generally delete quite a lot of the ones. I have the Europe ones permanently.
Whiskey Charlie, descend and maintain.
I've still got over a terabyte on the ortho drive. I've got about 1,200 files in the custom scenery, but most of them are links to the Ortho 4XP file drive.
Did you get that arrival there programmed in direct to Yoler to go to the Ernie 6? There you go, I see it turn it now. Yes, turning just now.
100 flights a day, you reckon? Sleep lab. I remember when we did this stream a while back between Santos Dumont and Sao Paulo. I think that has the most commercial flights a day between Sao Paulo and Brazil. I mean, it was hundreds of flights a day. It's crazy. I mean, if you miss your flight, it's probably not an issue. Just get bumped onto the next one. I mean, with the pandemic, there's 40 to 50. Christ, that's just crazy. I'm looking quite busy, guys. My roster. I'm really shocked. you know, obviously I'm not going to discuss, you know, where we're going. I'm going to all, you know, I'll keep you posted on Discord and stuff like that. But I'm going to all the classic destinations. Got a few Italian destinations. Doing Parmas, doing Ibizas, doing Alicantes. Some French destinations. Looking forward to it. But yeah, it looks like I'm doing around 70 hours in August at the moment. Busy is good. You're right. Absolutely. And as I've said, there's all it takes is a second wave pandemic, and I think the winter's going to be very quiet in Europe. Right, let's get loading up the FMC, and then we'll discuss the rest.
Chicago Centric Mission.
Did you say good day, FedEx?
Am I still planning for the 28 right? You could probably expect 28 center, but it'll be ultimately assigned by the approach controller. Contact the other Chicago center now, 134.87. Chicago Center, Alpaca 24, flight level 320, L2. Alpaca 24, Chicago Center, hello, turn 20 degrees right, vector for space.
Is that accent I'm hearing? Is that a Chicago accent? Anyone from America could tell me. It's got. I've heard. Who's that guy? There's like a YouTube guy. He's a young guy. I think he flies for American Eagle.
Alpaca 5, Whiskey Charlie.
This controller sounds like him. I can't remember that guy's name. I've seen some of his videos that pop up on the recommend. He looks flies for American Eagle like that. The regional carrier.
Alpaca 5, Whiskey Charlie.
What's the weather in Chicago doing? Oops. ATIS. We've got Chord ATIS. 135.
Alpaca 5, Whiskey Charlie, clear direct windy. Rejoin the windy 1 arrival.
Clear to windy, rejoin the windy 1 arrival. Alpaca 5, Whiskey Charlie.
Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie, descend and maintain flight level 240. Clear direct windy, join the windy 1 arrival.
Right, I've got to listen to ATIS on. Gonna detune it, otherwise when I do the replay later it'll go crazy. So it says
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, start your descent now, maintain flight level 240.
And descending now, flight level 240, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. So out at event, there we go, 1,000 feet per minute, this will do now. And it should go for, what it should do, it'll initially maintain decimal 77. We'll descend at decimal 77 as we descend at that Mach number. Our indicated airspeed will increase, and then when we get to 300 knots, the VNAV will transition to maintain 300.
Chicago Center 134.8.
Swain, yeah, I can't remember that guy's name. That is a Chicago accent. So Chicago ATIS. Information Sierra 1951.
Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie in the transition.
310 at 9 knots. Bit cloudy. 29 at 89er.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, contact Chicago Center 134.87.
13487 Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. Good day, sir.
Chicago approach 119.0.
So we'll listen carefully what we're going to happen here. We might get a slight amended clearance. Chicago Center, good afternoon. Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, descending flight level 240, and we inbound to Peyton, and speed on transition 300 knots. Peyton.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, Chicago Center, getting across the fire intersection at maintain 900,000, O'Hare altimeter 2989er.
Across the fire intersection at 9,000 and the altimeter 2989er, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. Does that mean descend?
Alpaca 5 Whiskey Charlie, Chicago Center, clear direct fire.
So where's the fire? What waypoint's
Clear
fire?
direct fire.
Fire, there you are. So you're completely right.
Alpaca 5 Whiskey Charlie, cross fire at maintain 900,000, O'Hare altimeter 2989er.
Execute steep descent. So we're going to be high now. That's as expected. So what we're going to do is go level change, speed brake. Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. It's my European coming out here. Just confirm we are clear to descend to 9,000.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, correct, cross, fire at maintain 900 down.
We're going to send 9,000, crossfire 9,000 below Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. Perfect! 2989 is set. So we've got to maintain 300 knots, remember, that's our speed restriction. Going to go speed brake as well. That's put us a little bit high, but 3,500 feet high with speed brake at 300 knots, that profile will come back quite nicely. But yeah, you're quite right, David. I should have taken board your advice.
Hare altimeter 2900 feet.
Descend maintain 9,000, altimeter 2900.
Lake Michigan.
For Alpaca 34 Juliet.
Guys, hope you're enjoying this. I know this, the tempo of this stream's a little bit slower, perhaps, than a public stream. For me, it's great. You can just, the chat's going nice and steady. You can see all your questions coming in.
Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie, Chicago Center. Good evening. Cross the fire intersection at maintain.
So forecast winds are in. I didn't really give much of a full briefing here, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, this I need to chat about ZIBO and these steep descent points. Yeah, we're going to be flying the planned arrival here with all this information loaded. No, don't want that anymore. Peyton, wind to fire, 9,000 below Ernie, expecting vectors after Pappy. No terrain information here, but you've got your grid borers. No real high terrain over Lake Michigan, obviously. Hopefully vectors at some point towards the ILS. We've got 110.5, active, box 1 and 2. 273 course is set on the MCP. 2,200 feet height check at TAFs. Intercept the ILS at that point as well. 854 for the minimums. That's set. MSA 3,400 feet. So if we don't know where we are, what's going on, we'll maintain 4,000 feet close to Chicago Airport. Let's go around. Missed approach to climb to 1,200 feet. Right turn to 4,000. Heading 295. Outbound from the Charlie Golf Tango VOR radial 322. Which is here to Kenny. So we'll put Charlie Golf Tango on standby, which is 14.2. Landing distance then, expecting 27 left still. We'll vacate, I guess, to the left, just all the cargo stations here. We've got Alpha 1, I don't know if we can vacate on runway 22 right, 4 left, but I reckon if we aim for Alpha 1, it's 2,400 metres. That would work out well. Point number 6. 7. Be alert. Taxi Alpha 1 southbound only from 9 right 27 left, okay. Be alert, Chief. So it's just saying, be alert here, you can only go southbound on this intersection. So I plan to vacate Alpha 1, so I reckon flat 30 will have 3, which is quite nice.
34, 54.
It's 700 burn, probably a bit less than that. Put that in, flat 30 will have 3. There we go. TT Spectres, a 4,000 feet per minute rate of descent allowed in reality? Absolutely. I've just realised I'm low profile here. Yeah, and from the cabin, you wouldn't notice that. You know, when we're trying to accept, with a harm profile, the first thing you want to do is increase speed and descent. It's the most effective way of doing it. So when you accelerate in level change, the aircraft will pitch down 4,500, 5,000 feet routinely. If you look at your attitude, you know, I know we've pitched up now, but it's never less than 2.5, 3 degrees. Not quite a butter for Liam. Minus 130, that's okay. I'm probably not going to do as good as landing as I did par rifle yesterday. So FMC speed, had to have a bit of thrust here, but that's because I wasn't concentrating. Again, you'll probably get a bit of a shortcut here towards runway.
Except at 411 to maintain 7,000.
Right over Lake Michigan.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, contact Chicago approach 119.0.
1190 Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta bike.
Great, maintain normal speed, resume normal speed.
So reducing 250 below 100 now.
Alpaca 757, resume normal speed.
So you should be doing probably 300 knots still. Clarify ATC. Chicago approach, good day, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta descending 9,000 inbound fire.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, Chicago approach, good evening. Expect the ILS runway 27 left, altimeter 2989er.
ILS 27 left, 2989, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, reducing speed 250 knots.
Thanks.
Perfect. So as cleared, we've made the restriction looking good.
Alpaca 906, contact tower on 120.75.
120.75, Alpaca 906, goodbye.
And approach exec jet 411 with the descending to 7,000 out of 9,000 front of.
Rejection set 411, approach standby.
Alpaca 3 now inbound on the
SCRC is relatively relaxed when compared to flying through London
Alpaca
airspace.
34, Juliet, Chicago approach, expect the ILS runway 28 center, altimeter 2989er.
Seb Slater, are the Navigraph charts wrong as the runway length is massively different from what ZIBO is displaying? I think the charts are most up to date because I think Navigraph
Right, I got
updated
you,
these.
1 second.
Yeah,
Alpaca 34, Juliet, expect the ILS 28 center, altimeter 2989er.
that is not correct for sure. So I don't know what database this is using, no clue, but yeah, it should be at least something like
Negative, expect
242.
the ILS runway 28 center approach, and altimeter 2989er.
Someone's getting 27 center. Where's 27 center?
Alpaca 160, X-ray, turn right heading 25, you're doing the runway 27 left localizer.
250.
So there's 9,000.
United 1113, Chicago approach,
Yeah.
welcome standby 11 to break, Alpaca 34, Juliet, turn left heading 180.
I can't see any. I swear we gave someone clearance to 27 center.
Exact jet 411 contact,
We've got
Chicago,
28 center, 28 left, 28 right, 27 left, and 27 right.
United 1113, we're going to do the visual for runway 27,
Yeah,
right approach,
the
airport, 1 o'clock, 7
controller's
miles,
calling from a
1
mountain peak. He's definitely got some wind in the background, hasn't he? These guys came online for us, so we're gonna be nice.
Stand by, United 1113, you have a field in sight?
It's super busy.
United 1113, contact O'Hare Tower on 120.75.
Those dash lines are where 27 center.
Alright, one at a time. Alpaca 757, descend and maintain.
This guy's getting high, one at a time.
250, go to runway 27 left localizer.
So we're going to be careful here because obviously I've modified the FMC. I'm going to make sure we carry on with this arrival if we don't get any change in clearance.
Negative, join the 27 left localizer.
So he's going to might have to quickly put that arrival in after Pappy. So, as a precaution, what I'm going to do is put CYYZ in the fixed page. That way, if we're not cleared, I can just use at least heading select to go to that waypoint. There we are. So if after Pappy I'm not cleared, I've got to carry on this arrival, which would be cleared on.
27 left, 2989er, Alpaca 5 Whiskey Charlie.
Alpaca 34, Juliet, descend and maintain 5,000, turn right heading 250.
Right now, 250.
So obviously modified this based on our expected approach based off the FMC, but you've got to be prepared to fire the full arrival if he's busy. Oops, didn't do the post cruise checks, you know what to do in chat. 4 pump slides, APUs on pressurization set. Seatbelts are on recall. Checks complete.
Chicago approach, good evening, exec jet 749, like to pick up IFR out of Milwaukee.
So that Pappy restriction at 8,000 per line,
approach, same location.
that's going to completely change that.
749, we're off the ground up, Gary.
Oh yeah, because
Contact Chicago, approach on 125.0.
Roger that,
so I'm going to probably have to go heading select now to go towards
Alpaca 8, Romeo Delta, turn left heading 170, descend maintain 6,000.
left heading 170 degrees to 7, maintain 7,000 to Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta.
Alpaca 16, X-ray, sorry, outside.
What was the altitude, guys, in chat? This is my short term.
Alpaca 16, X-ray,
7,000.
1 mile from Evans,
So Randy straight away, I'd confirm cleared altitude. Perfect timing, I know, that was. 6,000, thanks guys. Just testing.
Alpaca 16, X-ray,
So Randy absolutely confirm with ATC.
Alright, Alpaca 16, X-ray, turn right heading 360, approach clearance cancelled, climb maintain 5,000.
Oh.
Okay, have a nice day. Alpaca 757 turn.
I'm so sorry. Is that Adam? Adam, man. So sorry to hear that. I think he's just disconnected because the scenery's got a little bit busy.
Alpaca 5 Whiskey Charlie, turn left.
Let's give ourselves a direct to Rabble.
Resume normal speed.
180, 6000, Alpaca 5, Whiskey
Let's
Charlie.
get vertical speed of
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, resume normal speed.
a free speed Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. We'll just do 250 knots. Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, just confirm the cleared altitude. You guys are saying 6,000, 7,000. Play the stream back! Play the stream back!
Expect this one left at 7029889, okay, Hotel Charlie.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, confirm cleared altitude.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, 6,000.
6,000 Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. There you go, confusing me when CR Studio said 7,000.
5 miles from path, maintain.
Adam, I can watch the stream now. Oh, buddy, we've just heard you. We just heard the problem you're having. We're gutted for you, all of us here, Adam. You're doing so well. You sounded really...
Romeo Delta, turn right heading 180, descend maintain 4,000.
Riding 180 degrees, descend, maintain 4,000, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. Adam, you sounded fantastic, really professional, really good. I can't play it back in real life. You can, Javelin, in the cockpit voice recorder in accident investigation.
Alpaca 24, Chicago, post expect the island, 67 left, altimeter 2989er.
There is the skyline of Chicago. Because I have my world object set just to medium, just because
Alpaca 24, negative, not cleared.
I can do it when I'm not streaming, but when I'm obviously running the Streamlabs, which takes a bit of CPU and all the other stuff, it's just worth me to knock the number of world objects down a notch. Just gives me about 5 extra FPS.
Alpaca 34, Julie, you passed the localizer, turn right heading 3, to rejoin the runway 28 center localizer.
Heading 300, expecting, excuse me, I didn't understand the runway again. Please confirm runway.
Alpaca 34, Julie, you're not going to join the localizer now. Turn left heading 18, expect vectors for the ILS 28 center.
No, carnage!
28 center, okay.
Approach checks then, frequencies, we've got
No problem, left turn heading 18.
IJAV.
Left turn 180, Alpaca 34, yes.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, turn right heading 250, join the runway 27 left localizer.
250 degrees, and now it's going to be 27 left, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta.
Alpaca 757, contact tower 120.75.
27 left, so we've got a slight issue here, because look at the ident IIAC. Oh, it's just changed, look at that, I thought it would be something else. It didn't say IAC 2 seconds ago.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000 is cleared, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta.
Alpaca 5 Whiskey Charlie, descend and maintain 4,000.
So cleared to intercept the localizer. We've got the correct ident, so that's really important, especially when you've got multiple runways here.
Charlie, turn left heading 190.
India Alpha Charlie, and we've got India Alpha Charlie. Again, we've got the misidentification there, so I think just because we've got 274 in the FMC, and the chart says 273. It'll still intercept, guys. Localizers are armed, courses are in, frequencies, range rings we've got, idents, standby instruments, courses set. Looking good, guys.
Alpaca 34 Juliet, turn left heading 090.
Localizer live, localizer capture, runway heading 273. I'm right in thinking that I've got all the Chicago airports as well. Because of this scene. Oh, it looks like I've had an issue with my ortho tile. What in the world? Yeah, that's not ortho, is it? That is ortho. Oh well. Oh, just missed the glide slope there, no problem. Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta established, ILS 27 left.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, 1 mile from Evans, cleared ILS running 27 left approach.
Cleared ILS, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. So I hadn't actually been cleared on the ILS. So I'm just going to go... level change, my goodness, what am I doing? Flat 5. I'm super distracted.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, maintain 170 knots or greater to 5 mile final.
170 or greater till 5 miles, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. So I was completely distracted by other things there, wondering why my ortho tiles don't work. Missed my glide slope, but we've cleared ILS now. Once we're on the localizer, being cleared ILS, I can set this plus 1,000 feet. That's an SOP we have in my airline, so we can set 1,700 feet. And I have to have glide slope capture by 5 miles. We're in a dot now, approach is armed. Glide slope capture, I can now bring the speed back to 170 because he wants 170 now.
Alpaca 28 Mike, star approach. Hello, expect the ILS, keep some left altimeter 29er.
And the missed approach altitude.
Expect 27 left on
4,000 feet.
Alpaca 34 Juliet, turn left heading 360.
So definitely going to go. We're going a bit too fast for flap 10 at the moment, so we'll get the speed brake out. Excuse me.
Alpaca 63.
We'll turn the music off for now.
Excuse me, say again, heading.
Alpaca 34 Juliet, turn left heading 360.
360. Turning left heading 360. Okay.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, contact tower on 120.75.
12075 Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. Thanks, ATC, bye. Perfect. Go flap 10 now. Started a speed brake. We've maintained 170 or greater until that speed as well. All looking good, guys. Chicago Tower, good day. Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. We're on ILS 27 left, just past 6 miles. I've got a runway on there for a second.
Romeo Delta, okay, tower 27 left, clear the land 1310.
Right, 27 left, clear to land. Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. So I've got landing clearance in orator. Landing. Let me start again. Landing clearance is in. And Alpha 1, we're going to vacate here on the left. 1219, thanks that. Right. Nice, no delays coming in, no holds at all. Let's configure. Get down. Flap 15, match speed, landing channels to flaps. Start switches continuous, recall check, speed brake, on green light, landing gear. Down 3 green, order brake is set to 2-3, holding on flap 30. Here it comes. So we've got flaps, 30 green light, lights are on, check this complete, you are cleared to land, guys. Get your guesses in. So nice to have the thrust drag model correct. Around 57% N1 I'll expect once it's all stabilised, which will come up. Cool, got all the taxi charts up. What's my FPS here? It's currently groaning a little bit. Yeah, 25 FPS, we're okay. But it's certainly quite intensive on the old... Right, disconnecting.
3,000, excuse me.
A few more commands assigned on my joystick now. Flight directors recycle. From disconnections, really good.
Roger, 737 on 2 miles, final. Back at 5 Whiskey Charlie.
Back at 5 Whiskey Charlie, you're clear the land number 2, runway 27 off. That traffic's now on about a mile final.
So fully stabilised the 500 feet. Again, we'll call 500 continue.
Back at 5 Whiskey Charlie, confirm cleared to land, runway 27 left.
Cleared ILS under runway 27 left. Back at 5 Whiskey Charlie.
Negative, cleared to land. You are cleared to land on the runway 27 left.
200.
Cleared to land on runway 27 left. Back at 5 Whiskey Charlie.
Continue. So in the US, they can give landing clearance even though the other aircraft hasn't vacated yet.
50, 40, 30.
Check.
20,
Close.
10.
Hold the attitude. Looking nice. Whoa, wonderful. Minus 100 butter. I knew it'd do that. Speed brakes up. Reverses. We've got a bit of a butter streak, ladies and gentlemen. There's 100 knots. I've got screaming past Alpha 1.
80 knots.
80 knots. 60 knots. We'll take this high speed here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chicago O'Hare. Wonderful. We'll take the high speed.
Romeo Delta left, enable contact ground point 9er.
21-9 Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, bye. This isn't on the scenery, which was quite annoying. I was looking at Golf 1 high speed. There is one here too. Excellent. Welcome to Chicago, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to still get on to stand yet. Let's bring it to a little bit of a hold, and we'll contact ground. O'Hare ground, good day, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. Vacated 27 left at Golf.
Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta, O'Hare ground, turn left on Golf 1, cross runway 4 left, and then Alpha 3 to park.
Via Golf 1, cross 04 left, then Alpha 3 for parking, Alpaca 8 Romeo Delta. Perfect, so, I'm going to make a left turn here onto Golf. Cleared across 04 left. seatbelts coming off. Fixed landing lights. Strobes are steady already. Whoa, that's my joystick. Perfect. Guys, welcome to Chicago. Out off trim, we'd reset as well. Flight director's off. We are cleared via Gulf to cross the runway. Wunderbar. So you said via. I've written it down. I've got so much rubbish here. In via Golf 104 left via Alpha 3. There's Alpha 2. Oh. So if you're going to make a right turn here, we're going to go in via Alpha 3. We'll just pick any gate, I guess. A few alpacas here as well. That's awesome. Golf 1, wasn't it? I wrote, why did I? Oh yeah, Golf 1. Where is Golf 1 though? Yeah, but Golf 1 was all the way up there. Look, Golf 1's there, and I've written down Golf 3, so I'm gonna make a right turn here. Golf 1's just before we vacated. There was a high speed here, not depicted on the chart. We'll go in via Alpha 3. Just need to find a stand. There's another Golf 1. Uh-oh. Well, is this Golf 1? So this is why we have dedicated briefings for large airports like this. They say, you know, exactly where you can expect to park. Here, obviously, I have no information whatsoever, apart from my taxi instructions. I'm going to go for this stand, even though there's... Oh no, let's go for this one, because there's baggage everywhere. Let's go for X-Ray 1. Golf 1 continues to Alpha 3. Oh, we're on Golf 1, alright. Well, there is Alpha 3 here. But this, I swear he said Golf 1, 04 left, and then in via Alpha 3. This is Alpha 3, so... we'll take it. And there's plenty of alpacas here. Awesome stuff. Lovely, chilled members group flight. Thanks a lot for this, guys. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And if all goes to plan, the next one will be in our new house. If we get the internet up and running as soon as we can. Hello, let's take this one. Let's take X-Ray 1 next to our alpaca friends. Enjoyed this. Thanks, Played Old Ben. Commander Jenothan. Wish I could take part. Well, yeah, we still got to do the giveaway, guys. And slight issue. Clearance issue with wingtips on Charlie 22. That's because I was going for X-Ray 1. Got disorientated again. Lots of little mistakes today. Thank goodness it's a private stream. I could blame all the members being answering all your questions. This terminal looks really detailed. Just turning a little bit late on stand. Nothing to see here. Stop. There we are. Parking brake is set. Cool. 2 blues, 1 red. Engine's dead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chicago. Any air bridge? I don't think this one moves. Look at that! Alpaca Airways hub! That is so cool! So cool. We've got Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie. As tradition, we'll always take a look at who's landing as well very shortly. I think we've all got this scenery, haven't we? We all grabbed it whilst it was through.
Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie, they can do the Alpha. Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie, O'Hare ground, taxi to park straight ahead.
Look at the tiled floors in here.
Straight ahead, Alpaca 8 Hotel Charlie.
Is it like this in this terminal? Wow, look at the alpaca everywhere. Alpaca subsidiary, we've got alpacas here, we've got an alpaca 1307, 906. We've basically taken over this entire terminal. We've got 757 alpaca 78 Zulu. It is like this, that's amazing.
Intentional aircraft over here, disinformation ping on our current altimeter 2987.
Have we got any lone alpacas? We've got an alpaca 4 kilo tango. It looks like we've all made it onto this this area here. Super cool, guys. That's a nice thumbnail. I need a thumbnail. Guys, I hope you've taken plenty of screenshots today. Because I just took one, but I'll like to have one with all of us here. So I haven't got my screen in full screen at the moment, so I'll have to pause the sim to do that. Guys, I think it's about time we did the giveaway. So, all I'm going to do, I'll bring it up here on the screen for you, is copy and paste everyone that took part in the group flight. It's the original list, so even if you had to cancel your position in the group flight, it doesn't matter, you still have the chance to win the $50 X-Play gift store card, and then we'll just get it sorted. Just drop me a message in Discord, and I'll need your email address, and then we'll go. Oh, Lars, you asked the ground controllers to put us all here. Oh, thanks, buddy. Thanks for organising that. I mean, all I had to do was whistle off an email to the guys. I mean, Toronto did get back to me today to say they're doing an event at 2200 Zulu, so in an hour, but a few guys have come on early to accommodate our group flight, which is cool. And then Chicago, they fully staffed it as well for us, which is really, really nice. So if you get a chance... because I know they really appreciate this on VATSIM, they have feedback forms, so if you go back on to the Chicago VATSIM site, the VACC and the Toronto ones, just fill in the feedback form, just say you love the service, or even have feedback, you know, perhaps you could say, oh, he wasn't perhaps happy with something, but I know they appreciate the kind words, and I always drop a message to these guys afterwards and promote their services on social media as well, their VATSIM, to get some guys to fly into them. And they usually do the same, which is pretty cool. Ben, you flew this route with the route with all of us today, just not with the group Discord link, as my slot was taken, as I only had until 10:30 PM. Ben, always feel free, and I must remind this, guys. Yeah, I say that obviously if you can stick to your planned assigned time for the group flight, do it. But if you need to swap. That, you know, Mariana and I are here to accommodate that, and we've put a slot available in every single group now. So if you need to swap, absolutely no problem. Just ping us. We'll make the change. We had about, I think, the total number today. I mean, I know we had a few alpacas down en route, but I think we had 50. It was 51, 52. Mostly because of the time. I think, obviously, a lot of guys in Europe, it's quite late, especially for the younger members and stuff. But for the US guys, first US stream, we had to do it this hour as well. Cool. Right, anyway, let's do the giveaway now. Unfortunately, Nightbot doesn't work during unlisted streams, so I'll do it via the randomizer list off this website, which I'll bring up for you to see. Let me just get the list of everyone that took part in the group flight. Right, I'll copy and paste this. So Control A, Control C, there we are. So obviously a much higher chance of you winning than a normal stream. Let's bring up the browser source. There we are. Current list randomizer: duck, horse, sheep, chicken. I think we might change some of these. Click here to customize results. So let's get rid of this list. And here is the list of everyone here who took part in the group flight. All I'm going to do is click return. So don't count your chickens just yet, Dirk. It's just because you were the first one going today. I'm going to click return, and it should regenerate a new list. Whoever's top will win the giveaway.
Located runway 27 left. Request taxi, please.
Cool. So I'll just come off the network here as well, just so we don't get too distracted. Oh no! Hold on. I'll log back on because I want to see at least one person land. Right, here we go then, guys. 3, 2, 1. It is... Oh, Petrich! Hasn't he won one already? Oh, Petrich. I've got to do it. It's completely random. It is completely random, but I think Petrich has won again. I think it wasn't last month, but it wasn't last month, but it was another one here, but it's completely... Petrich says rerun it. I mean... Petrich, that's a very, very nice thing to do. Oh, I mean, we'll have a chat about it, Petrich. It's completely up to you. I mean, I don't want to put you under pressure now because you've said that. But rigged. No wonder you guys are always so... Just return it, honestly. All right, well, Petrich, that is an extremely generous thing to do, and I guess it's fair. Was it the $50 you won 2 months ago? I can't remember. That is completely random, but you've definitely got luck on your side. But I think, to be fair, Petrich, it is completely random. I know someone else should get it. You always put me in horrible positions. Harley Trader, you're right. You did win fair and square. Kick my cat. Petrus, do you run a randomizer website tool? Yes, Petrus, give us the lottery numbers. Petrus, it's random. You've just seen it. I've just literally typed in the website the list, and it's completely done random. So I think we should stick to it because it would only be unfair if I did it again. You know, what? I can't do it any other way. It is completely random. Petrus, I wouldn't feel right doing it again. And you won it twice in a row. And it was only quite recently that we had a stream where a regular subscriber as well on Nightbot, he won it twice in a row as well. It's incredibly, you know, it's random. It's just the way it is, and you know the world can work in funny ways. So it is awkward. It is incredibly awkward, Jennifer. I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm not going to change it. Petrus, you are going to win the $50 explain gift card. And then if you want to give it away to someone else, that is your choice. But it's the only way. It's the only way. Congratulations, buddy. Wow. Well, there you go. Can't believe it. Right. Just before we are done, let's. We just missed Alpaca 2-0 landing. He's absolutely stomped on the brakes here. See, I went on this high speed here, which I didn't even realise it was there. But have we got another one on final? Oh, we've got an American Airlines. Time to see if we've got anyone coming up close to final. No, unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any alpacas on final for a while. We've got Aussie on Alpaca 1918. He's around 25 miles away. This is hilarious, though. I know. But Petrus is completely right. It's yours, and it's more than deserved for all the hours you put in helping. I think Marina came to my rescue here. You know how I feel about these things, guys. You saw it. That's why I do the randomizer for you live. But, yeah, it's completely random. Punch it, and have to be the second time you won it. It's so rigged, I feel bad. Oh dear.
Back at 20, airground taxi southbound, straight ahead to park.
Southbound, straight to parking. Nice, easy taxi instruction for Alpaca 20. There we go. Cool. Bye. Well, guys, I think we'll call that a day. I'll pop off the network here, and yeah, thank you so much. Another fantastic group flight. I hope you all enjoyed it. Nice to finally visit America. I don't know about you. We were talking about it in Discord how we should perhaps go to a different continent each year. I don't know if we should perhaps do another America group flight. This time, you know, go somewhere. I know Chicago was voted in, but obviously if you take the majority of people didn't want to go to Chicago, but obviously because it's a democratic decision, it was the most voted one. I think we should perhaps look at another option to go to maybe West Coast. I think a lot of people want to go West Coast. And then we'll look at some other place, somewhere a little bit, you know, very different. Yeah, Japan, to go to my home country, Commander Jenhofen. But West Coast, as Jamna said. But yeah, West Coast, San Fran, San Diego, some really cool airports. I mean, the virtual world is our oyster, we could say. There's so much stuff that we could do. Awesome. Right, hopefully X-Plane won't crash again. During the replay like yesterday, but we will now cue the old funky replay music. Oh, well, I would do if it was working. Oh yeah, because I still had it turned down for yesterday's stream. Let's try again. There we are. Wonderful. Don't rip just yet. Nice little butter again today.
500, 400, 300.
Nice scenery here by Dr. Zhawowski. I can never pronounce that correctly. Wasn't Zhawowski the guy from Monsters Inc? A little bit of a crosswind today. Perfect. I'll be happy when I do that, hopefully in 2.5 weeks for the first time in a long time. Wonderful. Very happy. Jay's got it. If I go West Coast, I might have to control. Ah, are you ATC controller? We'll have a look at different options. We'll discuss different times and stuff like that. I'll ask you guys, what's the best time for all of you? It's impossible to accommodate for everyone, of course. And, you know, we've always done the group flights on a Saturday. Now, I don't know if perhaps another day of the week, maybe a Friday might be better. And, of course, we'll have to work around my roster too. So I'll be working quite a bit, so we'll find some days where I'm free, all of us free. We're never going to have the capacity to fill in everyone, but we'll do what we can to get as many people in as we can. Don't want them come to Norway again. Yes, we went to Bodo, didn't we once? Bodo, which is pretty cool, from Oslo. We've got so many places we could go to. Hi guys, I'll sign off as I do usually through the window, so you can enjoy the approach. Not quite taxi to step, but at least vacate the runway. But guys, 8th members group flight complete. Another successful mission. Again, just as I say every time, thank you so much again for the continued support, both for myself and Marianne. I really do appreciate that. And I hope you're getting everything out of the Discord. We always try to be active as possible, especially whilst we're off as well. Continue, you know, to always have, if you have any questions, so drop me a message, drop myself Marianne a question. And enjoy the experience as well. And when I go back flying, I'll keep you as informed as I can. You know, I'll tell you about the day, and I know you like to learn from everything I tell you as well. So guys, yeah, thank you very much. Congratulations again, Petrich, for winning the $50 X-Plane gift card. Next stream later next week is going to be definitely after Wednesday, so probably Thursday I'll think of wrestling something up, and it is slowly going away from that peak which we've had the last year. It's been really enjoyable. But guys, I'll catch up with you very shortly in Discord, and stay safe, and we'll looking forward to the next group flight already. See you soon, guys. Bye bye.